Good day, folks. This is Greg Judy, Green Pastures Farm. It's a cold December day, and I've just got a little time to make a video here. And I wanted to share with you all a story of an amazing lady that sent me an email, and I get lots of emails, and I love them. I mean, I learn a lot from you all, and some of them are pretty heavy. You lay some pretty heavy stuff on me, and that's part of it. But this one that I'm going to relate to you all, it just gives you so much, it just gives you so much to reflect on when you think you've got it tough. You need to remember this story, okay? This is a lady, she's an elderly lady. She's 81 years old. And they used to live in Missouri. They moved down to Tennessee, and they had a cattle operation. And she's, her husband got, I think he actually came down with some health ailments, and he passed away. And before he passed away, he told his wife, he said, I know you, it's just you now, and you're probably not going to be able to take care of these cows. And it's fine. It's just fine. You can go ahead and sell these cows because I don't, it's just you now. And, she's 81 years old. Yeah, think about that. 81 years old. She's got this farm with these cows on it. And so she sends me this email, and she says, Greg, I just want to tell you how much, I appreciate everything that you've shared with us over the years. And she's been a loyal subscriber since I started. And she goes, you don't understand how much that we glean from your videos. And it's helped us dramatically. And she bought a bale unroller. She bought one of my Greg Judy bale unrollers. And she gets up every morning, and she's got a tractor. She calls it Big Bertha. And she gets on that tractor. And she's got an RTV. She uses it some too, and she can. But she gets out there with that bale unroller, and that's her challenge every day. It's to feed those cows. And she is so focused. She's not going to set a bale out and just plop it out there. She knows that unrolling hay across her landscape is improving her soil, and it's giving her better pastures. And she hates having these rings in her pasture that won't grow any grass. Because in Tennessee, it just punches it, and you get wet, and all you got is a feedlot around those. So she unrolls these bales, and the neighbors all think she's nuts. Got this 81-year-old woman out there unrolling hay to her cows. Like, what are you doing? You're wasting it. She's like, Greg, you can't tell them any different. I've tried to tell them I'm building soil. It's not waste if you're feeding your soil microbes, and they look at her like she's nuts. I think that's pretty darn cool. But, she is, to me, it's an inspiration. If you get up in the morning, I can't do this. You think about this 81-year-old lady. That's her challenge every day, and she does it. She does it. And she's talked about some of the things that she's went through, and, you know what she told me about her husband's cows? She said, Greg, those are his cows. And I'm not selling them. Those are his. And so kind of almost in respect for him and his honor, she's decided those cows are part of the farm. They were part of our life when he was alive. And, she's going to keep this train rolling. And I don't know how many people that I've been access around is like, the weather's cold and, prices are bad and the cows are this or the land's this. It's like, here's an 81-year-old woman gets up every morning. Oh, and get this. She isn't the best at backing it, and she'll admit that. Sometimes she takes the bale unroller loose and pushes it back by hand to get it around the bale. An 81-year-old woman, that's how balanced this thing is, on level ground. You can do it. But she pushes it back there backwards. She backs it up by hand and pushes the spikes in and then hooks it onto her ATV or tractor and goes on. Can you imagine? That's guts. That's fortitude. That's a can-do attitude. That's what that is. That's a can-do attitude. And you know what? How many people at 81 are even thinking about doing something like that? I would love to meet this lady. I mean, she is nothing but grit. And I'm not going to mention, I promised I wouldn't tell anything about her name or anything or where she lives other than she's in Tennessee. And I respect that. You know, it's people don't need to be harassing her and bothering her. And she's just, you know, she's just a plain farm lady, you know. But I just had to share that with y'all. So the next time you get up in the morning and you think, oh, it's a terrible day and this and that and the weather's bad and I don't know about the cows, I don't know about why I'm doing this, think about that 81-year-old woman out there preserving her legacy for her husband and her that are now deceased. And she's cranking. And all the neighbors think she's nuts. I love it. I love it. And ma'am, I'm not going to give you a name, but kudos to you. Keep that thing a-rolling, literally. And y'all have a good one. And we'll see y'all down the road.